Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to take a look at top 10 most interesting cards coming to Hearthstone in the March of the Lich King expansion. Because March of the Lich King expansion is much more than just the Death Knight class, Death Knight mostly getting cards outside of the expansion in the core set and in Path of Arthas. But March of the Lich King also offers a whole bunch of other things. So let's take a look at some of the most interesting mechanics and things that are coming. At number 10 we have Rarran, a new druid legendary card supporting this sort of armor druid archetype. Battlecry gain 8 armor, this turn your minions cost armor instead of mana. So there's a ton of other cards also that give druid more armor, and druid can do some pretty interesting and funny things with the help of Rarran. Sweet twist of the old warlock mechanic where minions cost health instead of mana. Warlock, on the other hand, is going to be playing a lot with, discard in this new upcoming expansion, but we forget about the discard and we think about fun things that Warlock is going to be able to do, such as Shallow Grave. Shallow Grave 2 mana, trigger a friendly minion's death rattle, then destroy it. So essentially you're triggering the death rattle twice, but you're also losing the minion. But all sorts of egg style cards where you have a rather inconspicuous minion and then boom boom, big stuff comes out of it. This is going to be really fun with that. And at number 8, a very fun take on Disruption, Plague Spreader. This is also a neutral card, so you can even put this in every class. It's a 4 mana 4/4 undead. With a death rattle, transform a random minion in your opponent's hand into a Plague Spreader. And then the opponent can play the Plague Spreader, and it can turn a random minion in your hand into a Plague Spreader, and you can play that Plague Spreader. And when does it end? It just doesn't end. Also, really potentially hilarious with Priest, with Saral the Devout, the hero card that repeats all the death rattles, so you can just zoop, change the opponent's entire hand into Plague Spreaders. This is a really interesting take on Disruption for Hearthstone. And at number 7, a new potential combo card, Bone Lord Frost Whisperer, 6 mana 6/6 undead, death rattle. For the rest of the game, your first card each turn costs 0, you die in 3 turns. In the Death Knight show match, we already got to see the Scourge, which gives you random minions, Unholy Death Knight card, summon some Bone Lord Frost Whispers, and then the Death Knight, well, okay, they lost the Frost Whisper, and then they eventually lost the game because they couldn't finish it off fast enough. But you can intentionally put this into your deck, enables some combos. Interesting to see what will come up with this one. And at number 6, a new rogue card, very intriguing rogue card, Shadow of Demise, a legendary spell. Each time you cast a spell, transform this into a copy of it. So we have already had similar effects before, but still now in collectible card form, direct form, it's still interesting and opens up very interesting opportunities for rogue. Warrior is getting some sort of fire spell support, which is truly pretty mind-boggling. But be that as it may, maybe this card is not in the right class, but the card itself is pretty exciting. Tori Bellore, 4 mana 4/4 elemental with rush and death rattle, go dormant, cast a fire spell to revive Tori Bellore. Revives 2 times. So you play this, it rushes into something, dies, you play a fire spell, it comes back, it rushes into something. That's a lot of stats, that's a lot of removal in a single card, in a pretty fun mechanic. And at number 4, the new Priest legendary card, Sister Svalna. Sister Svalna, 6 mana 6/6 undead, Battlecry, permanently add a Vision of Darkness to your hand. Vision of Darkness is a 3 mana spell that allows you to discover a shadow spell. And Vision of Darkness doesn't leave your hand, so you can just keep playing it and keep playing it. And you can keep getting shadow spells. At number 3, a new Shaman legendary card, which is probably more fun than good, but still I would love to see this work. Overlord Drakuru, 9 mana 6/8, rush, Wind Fury. After this attacks and kills a minion, resurrect it on your side. Too bad it also has to attack, so you just can't prevent people from attacking into this for the risk of losing the minions. But it does have rush and Wind Fury, so it hits the board, boom boom, kills 2 minions, summons copies of them. That's pretty sweet stuff when it works. It probably doesn't work, okay. This one probably doesn't see play, but I really hope it would, because that sounds like a really fun twist. And at number 2, Anachronos, Paladin Legendary 7 mana 8/8 Dragon. Battlecry send all other minions 2 turns into the future. I mean, the whole text is so fun. What the text actually means is that all minions are going to disappear from the board, and then 2 turns later, all minions will reappear on the board. However, if there is not enough space for all of the minions that were removed, then some of them just will not appear and they will be lost into the sands of time forever. So a really interesting and unique new mechanic for Hearthstone. And finally, the card that I have to say that I'm most excited about in this expansion, it's the Soul Eater Scythe, the Demon Hunter legendary card, 4 mana 4/2 weapon. Start of game, consume 3 different minions in your deck, leave behind souls that discover them. You will never have those minions in your opening hand. When the game begins, you will have cards as usual, and then 3 minions in your deck are going to be destroyed. Well, you can have 2 of the same minion and 1 of the other, so just 3 copies of minions. And they will be replaced by soul spells that can then discover those minions. And whenever you discover a minion from the soul spell, it is removed from that discover pool. So you can't discover multiple copies of a minion that you didn't have originally multiple copies of. But yeah, the consistency this adds. You draw any of the 3 souls. That's the same as drawing any of those 3 minions. You can choose which minion do you like. That's phenomenal. Also, it allows you to play this sort of no minion Demon Hunter deck while actually still having minions in your deck. So this could be also used like in some kind of combo scenarios where you need some combo piece and then you have better chances to find it. Or maybe you just have different deck cards, maybe you have different powerful cards for different situations. This just opens up so many opportunities. I have to say that this is the card that I have the most expectations of out of this new expansion. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.